Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria, back to you with another review for Caught in the Act, Unfaithful. Still on season 2. Now we're on episode 14 called We Got a Runner. I really thought this was season 3. I don't know what these producers for MTV is doing. I don't know why we're doing like part B of these seasons. I don't know why we don't just start off with a new season, especially for this show where it's like every episode is different people, but whatever, we're here. I digress. I already did a little ranting for the Love and Hip Hop. Okay. So you already know what this show is about. I was contemplating if I was going to do the next season or I guess part B of the second season, but you knew I was going to come back. Okay. As much, you should know by now, as much crap as I talk, I still come back. I still watch it, still come back, do review. Okay. Let's just get right into it. So we have Tammy. She's meeting up with Nia and her mom, Ada. Tammy asks if the mom was a sister. Of course, the mom ate that up. They thought that was very sweet of Tammy to do. I'm looking, no offense, Tammy, but I'm looking at you like, we know you gotta be all nice and stuff to, get people blushing and whatnot. But I'm like, Tammy, I could look at Nia and her mama and know as Nia and her mama. I know, Tammy, you could look at Nia and her mama, know it's Nia and her mama. But, we know you just trying to, get people nice and comfortable around you and whatnot before we get into the nitty gritty. But I'm just like, Tammy, we know it's her mama. Like, yeah, she looks good. I'm pretty sure, I don't know her age, but I'm pretty sure she looks good for her age and whatnot. That's her mama, okay? That's her mama. You don't gotta be lying to the people, okay? So, we get into this, situation that Nia got going on with her man, her fiance. And for this season, guys, we got another William. We got another William. So we got Nia. She's with William. They've been engaged for 2.5 years. I think together for like 3 years. And I'm just like, so it only took 6 months for homeboy to propose or whatever, and now y'all engaged. Okay, but marriage is a big thing in their family, whatnot. So okay, whatever. And according to what William done told Nia in the beginning of the relationship, he does construction. But come to find out, he actually do massages, and we're not talking about regular massages. It's probably massages with a happy ending, because he be going to the girls' houses, and it's not like just for everybody. He does like specifically for women, and he goes to their houses, and it's like I said, probably ending in a happy ending. So, he be sending some little flirtatious little text, questionable text. So, got Mia really wanting to know what the hell going on. Because, she really wants to be married. And I'm just like, I understand that. I feel like we all really want to be married and whatnot. But at the same time, you just got to be making sure you get married to the right man. And from the way it's going already, it's a very questionable man that you want to be married to. I'm just saying. So Tammy, of course, decides to take on the case, and we get straight into the investigation. So Desiree is the PI for this episode. And on day 1, we see that William goes to a client's house, and, he doesn't come out until about over 2 hours later. So that was already a red flag for Desiree, because she's like, most massages takes up to an hour. So, he coming out over 2 hours later. But, I was just like, I'm not trying to give no excuses for William, but some massages go over 60 minutes. Some massages go for 90 minutes. Some massages, sometimes they get the deluxe, and it takes a lot. Sometimes it takes time to set up and do the massage, and then be done. Be done with the massage, and then do everything to not set up, but like clean up, and there might be oil involved that they gotta clean up, and he gotta pack up before he leaves again. So by the time he goes in there and leaves, it could be over 2 hours. This is not an excuse for him, because we know William is of the bullshit. But I'm just explaining why, if you're going to someone's house, why it may take over 2 hours. Okay, I'm just saying. But in this case, that's probably not what done happen. Okay, he probably didn't even set nothing up. They went straight into what they had to do. But anyway, okay, so he comes out and then he leaves. And before he leaves, they do a hug and a kiss. It looked like a kiss to me, but it's kind of dark, so we couldn't really see what was going on. But I'm just gonna say they hugged and kissed. So after that, we get to day 2, and we have the PI. She booked a massage with William, but they sent a decoy in. and tell her what to do and whatnot. So we have William come over to the place. She's doing her job to be sexy and flirtatious with him. She asked him if he had a girl. He said no, he's single. That's his motto or something in regards to that effect. He didn't say that word for it. I'm just paraphrasing, but he's single and he gonna stay single, whatnot. Interesting. So then we get to day 3, and William goes to a nail salon and meets up with a girl from day 1. And I guess he's sitting with her while she's getting her nails done. They're talking about marriage, how he loves her. She tries to take a picture of them, but he's not with the picture, which is also another red flag. You know what I'm saying? If you with someone, for the most part, you're going to take a picture. I understand you don't want all that social media and stuff, but if you with someone, for the most part, even though you're not you're camera shy, you still going to take a picture with them, here and there, whatnot. So it looks like he never took a picture with homegirl. So that's a red flag. So after that, he said he gonna get her a ring. They're gonna get married. So she's excited. And he's telling the nail tech that they're gonna get married. And, they sip on some champagne and kiss and whatnot. And it's just like, okay. So we really on the Fugazi type stuff, huh, William? We on the Fugazi type stuff. You better be telling all these females you better be married to. So you better be engaged to like 10 females in freaking Atlanta, Georgia, whatever. But even though all their accents sound like they're from New York, so I'm like, was this filmed in New York? But it seemed like they was in Atlanta too. So all y'all just from New York and Atlanta? I'm just saying, they all had a New York accent, so that's why I was just like, where was this filmed at? But okay, whatever. That's just moving on. So we then get to, that was what, day 2? No, that was day 3. We get to day 4. Okay. And we see that William goes into some type of bar or whatnot, meets up with another chick that we have not yet seen. Now, with this chick, he already, straight to the hugging and kissing and whatnot. She tried to take a picture. He not with the pictures. So he said, you know what? I'm not going to take a picture with you. I'm going to hold you. I'm not going to take a picture with you. But I got one better for you, girl. So what he do? Excuse me. I love this woman right here. I love this woman. So, even though she couldn't take a picture with her man that she been with for 3 years, that done met her son, that we're going to find out later on in the episode, she all like, because, he professed his love in the Publix for her, in front of everybody that's in this bar or whatnot. Mind you, these people, he know what he doing, because if you at a bar, cause I think that's where he's at, is at a bar. If he's not, well, my bad. But for the purposes of this review, we're going to say he was at a bar, okay? So you're at a bar, you professing your love for homegirl. She thinking that's doing something, but I'm just kind of like, you at a bar. Most of these people drunk. They not even know what's going on. They don't know you. They don't know him. They don't know what's going on. They're not even going to remember you the next day. So is that really professing his love? If these people are drunk, they don't, they're not sober. They're inebriated. No. Girl, we women in general, we be setting the bar so low. Anyway, so, she liked what, he done did. And mind you, when she came in to first greet him, she was calling him daddy, all that stuff. And so him doing all that, must have got her, cat wet and stuff. So she all hugging up and kissing up on him. They making out and stuff. I'm like, okay, that's all it takes. Because after that, we get straight to me and Ada meeting up with Tammy and Ken to go over the footage. And the only thing, we seen everything that they showed them, except for day 4 with the girl who was calling him daddy. After like I told you, she got wet from him professing his love for her in the bar with all the drunk folks. So what she do? She said, "Oh, you gonna get this cat, daddy." So they went back to his place. You know what I'm saying? And we don't see what room they went in, but we were sure it was his room, because they zoomed in on a window, the lights was on, and then the lights went off, and she spent the whole night at his house. We don't even see the footage of her leaving his house, because Desiree P.I. was just probably like, I'm tired, I'm not going, it's already 4:00 in the morning. It's safe to say she spent the whole night. So Desiree probably already done left. So that's why we didn't see the footage of her walking out the next morning, because Desiree, we already got the footage we needed. She didn't leave, so Desiree said, I'm out. So she spent the night. And Mia is hurt, obviously. Looks like she's holding back tears. So sorry, Mia. You could do so much better. And, Tammy asks her if she wants to team up or do the takedown. So Mia says since she's matured in her life, she's going to do the team up. And we have the, instead of what they was doing in part A of season 2, and also I guess season 1. Instead, they have the PI team contact the 2 girls to come and see Tammy, Ken, and Nia so that they can talk. So first to show up is Violet, which was the girl that, he met up with at the nail salon, and the first girl we saw during the investigation. And immediately it kind of goes left, okay? Because, she's already coming in tense after what Tammy done told her. And, Nia is just kind of like, well, you only knew him for 1 year. I've been knowing him for 3 years. So it's like, I'm the one with the ring, ho. I'm the one, she showed her ring and whatnot. Like, that's really doing something. But, actually Nia was the first one to get up. And then Violet got up, obviously security's there. So, nothing gonna be happening. And, they kind of just keep going back and forth with each other. And then while they doing that, here comes the third girl, who was calling him daddy. Who gave him the cat, on day 4 of the investigation. Tammy tells her what's done happened. Come to find out her name is Honey. And, they all go outside on the patio to sit down and talk about things. And, Honey does get emotional because she's like, I have a son. He's met my son. This is that. Technically, Honey knew him the longest. He first was with Honey. Then he immediately went to Nia. And then, obviously, with Violet. So, obviously, they're going to team up and, try to get to the bottom of things. And even when they was trying to talk, at first they was bickering back and forth. And, Nia was the one who was just like, well, I'm the main chick because I'm the one with the ring. And then that's when Tammy had to shut things down. Like, look, y'all all fools. All y'all are fools, okay? Ain't nobody better than nobody. Y'all all getting played. Okay, she didn't say they was fools. But I know in her head she was thinking that, okay? So, ain't nobody better than nobody. I keep wanting to say Mia. Nia, yes, you got the ring. Yes, you probably are the main chick, but at the same time, does that make you any better than the side chicks? Because like Tammy said, y'all all getting played. You still getting cheated on, okay, at the end of the day. You may be the main, but you still getting cheated on. He's still sharing his dick with other people. Probably no condom too. So, I mean, is that truly something to brag about? Like, if you're okay with just being a main chick and him having side chicks, that's cool. I mean, honestly, these are the type of situations I'm just like, oh, if you want me to stay with you while you doing what you're doing, am I going to be able to do what I'm doing too? Not that I have to ask for your permission because you didn't ask for my permission to do what you had to do. But since you want me to be with you while you doing your shit, I should be able to do my shit too. But, obviously, I know that's not the case and that's not what she wants. So I'm just like, the way you talking, in my head, I already knew, oh, you gonna take this guy back. You gonna stay with homeboy. You about to stay with him because if you bragging about being a main chick and he got his other 2 prospects or whatever in your face, one that he knew longer than you, and you be like, I'm the main chick. To me, I'm just like, okay, so we in an open relationship type thing, and that's okay if you are. Everybody, whatever works for anybody's relationship works for them. I don't know if I'll be able to do all that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, if we decide to have an open relationship, is it really a relationship? I'm just, but that's just me, okay? Don't worry about what I think, okay? Worry about what you want, okay, in your relationship. Okay, this is not about me. This is not about me. This is really about them, okay? Because I was about to say it's about you. But it ain't even about you. It's about the people we talking about. Okay, let's go back to focusing on them. I always get sidetracked. So anyway, so obviously they're gonna team up, and then the plan is Honey is gonna have him come to her house, and then the other 2 gonna meet up and bust out on him, when the time is right. So okay, we get to the takedown. Okay, so obviously, Honey's at the house. They got the camera set up at her house. And then we have Tammy, Ken, and then Violet and Nia in the van. So obviously, he's there to give her a massage. But while they're talking, William gets on one knee to give what her name, Honey, a promise ring. I said, so you literally gave Nia the ring. You told Violet, who you knew for 1 year, that she was going to give her a ring and y'all was going to be engaged and get married. But the girl you knew the longest, you going to give her a promise ring. For that, I was just like, all right, you already trifling for that. I mean, you trifling for what you're doing to all 3 of them. But the fact that it's like you knew her the longest, but treating her like the the most trash, the least important, is BS in itself. And I bet you, had Honey not know what was going on, she would have accepted the promise ring. I'm sorry, if I'm with you for 3 years, or under the perception that I'm with you for 3 years, and you're gonna give me a promise ring, I'm gonna look at you like you could have just gave me the ring. Like, if you're not at this point, 3 years, if you're not proposing, you don't. What are we doing here? Why are you giving me a promise? No, I'm sorry. We've been together for 3 years, and you give no. If it's 1 year and you give me a promise ring, that's one thing. But 3 years, everybody's different. But for me, I wouldn't have taken that. Okay, we don't be holding out on promises. We hold on the real thing. Especially she got a son too. She don't got time for no promise ring. You either proposing or you not. Huh? Okay. Anyway, so when the girl seen that he gave it homegirl Honey the promise ring, that's when we got Nia and Violet. They was like, oh, it's time. So they both, bust in the house to see what's going on. William is shocked and, taken aback. So he runs out the house, hence the title of this damn episode. And then it goes to commercial for dramatic effect, comes back from commercial for dramatic effect. We have Nia going outside to confront him. Tammy goes after William to talk to him. The other girls come out too. It's a little bit of a commotion, but not too much. They all then go back to the house. And William admits that, he's most connected with Nia and says that, what's her name, Honey? Things were cool in the beginning, but she became too controlling and whatnot. Honey's like, but you met my son and stuff like that. William's like, oh, I only seen him a couple of times. And I'm just like, was it really a couple of times? Or are you just trying to make it seem like she wasn't that important and that you only seen her son a couple of times, so it wasn't that serious to begin with, even though y'all been together the longest out of all 3 of the females that you messing with, that we know of. So I'm like, okay, clearly by societal standards, I feel like people were going to look at Honey as the least attractive. So that's why maybe William is treating her the most trash out of all 3 of them. Because with Violet, he actually apologizes to her saying, he did admire her because she admired him and gave him praise, saying his job was cool and stuff. And he never heard that from Nia and whatnot. So, that's why he was kicking it with Violet. So he apologizes to her, doesn't even apologize to Honey, and tells Nia that he wants to stay with her. And even goes to her, gets down on one knee and saying, he wants to restart with her and whatnot. And, she can even come with him to his work appointments for the massages, to show how much, he's loyal to her and not, trying to F all the females that he be, massaging, even though I'm very well under the impression that you be effing all the females that you be massaging. And if they all let you F them, you gonna F them because you already telling them you single. So Nia said, so are you going to quit your job? You're going to have to get another job. He said, we can talk about that later. Which to me is just like, you ain't going to quit your job. Which then also tells me you ain't going to stop effing because, and like, Nia probably got her own job and got her own stuff she got going on. So she's not going to be going to all your massage appointments. So you're still going to find ways to F your clients. And then, when she was like, no, you need to quit your job. You need to change your job. He's just like, I got mad clients though. That's probably tipping you extra for giving them the ding-a-ling that must be so good that all these women are, all over you for. And to me, where I'm just like, I just really just be like, y'all females, and I'm a female too, but it's just like, y'all females are too pretty for this shit. Like, y'all look at Nia, gorgeous, okay? Violet, gorgeous. Honey, gorgeous. All you ladies are gorgeous. And letting the nigga like William play all y'all to the point Nia will get backward. To the point I feel like if he was to say any of them was the main chick he wanted, all of them will go back. I mean, Violet seemed like the only one who was the most like, I'm good off of you. But I don't know. I feel like she would say that on camera, but if he really wanted her, she would end up going back to homeboy. And it's just like, I just really, this is why we talking about the bar just be set low because y'all, it's like y'all really, it'd be the prettiest ones too. Y'all just really didn't. Okay. I be having this venting rant too much for this show, so I'm not gonna keep going on. But I just really being flabbergasted because I'm just like, You, you, and you. All gorgeous. Beautiful. Y'all seem like y'all have something going for yourselves. Very presentable. Could wear the heck out of outfits and whatnot. And then you have William. Ain't no picture, but I'm being dramatic. Just go with it. You have William. How the hell he pulled all three of y'all? I don't know. But obviously he's doing something right because all y'all, all feeding off of this guy. But it's just like, all three of y'all could do so much better. Especially if the nigga playing your face. So it's the fact that Nia was just like, you gonna quit your job, right? And I'm just like, Nia, that's all it takes? Him quitting his job and you just gonna stay with him? And she caved in real quick too. Because of the fact that, she was already saying she was the main chick, and the fact that he was kind of confirming like, oh, I want to be with you, girl. And she's like, oh, quit your job. And I'm just like, huh? To the point where they were standing up and, he was hugging her all along behind her, kissing her cheek and whatnot. And she looked annoyed, but it's just like she was taking him back. And I'm just like, so you really about to be with homeboy? And even Tammy was like, so y'all staying together? Y'all not staying together? What's going on? We go to dramatic effect. We go to commercial for dramatic effect. Come back from commercial for dramatic effect. And, Nia's saying, ask him one time, is he going to quit his job? He says yes. So she said, okay, and there it is. So, she going to stick with him. And I'm just like, so him quitting his job is good enough for you. Not him promising that he never going to cheat on you again. Because, him quitting his job, does that mean he's going to stop cheating? No. Even if he were to, even though I knew he wasn't going to do it because he got mad clients, you remember? So she going to take him back. Violet leaves. She's like, I don't got time for this. I'm done. Honey, she's just like, well, all y'all can get the hell up out of my house. Deuces, right? Okay. So they outside and Tammy just looking at, like, Tammy didn't say it, but I could tell by Tammy's body language, facial expressions. She looking at Nia like, girl, you such a fool. You is such a fool. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to hold you. That's what everybody's saying nowadays. I'm not going to hold you. But you a fool, girl. You a whole fool. Okay. So Nia lets us know in her little confessional that, he done dropped them hoes. So she's happy and, they're going to work things out and stuff. And I'm just like, if you say so, girl. Because then we get the little confession with William. And he's saying he's debating on quitting his job. So he just lied to you again. He just told you, yeah, I'm going to quit my job, girl, because I love you, girl, whatnot, right? But telling us in confessional that, he's debating on quitting his job. You're not gonna quit the job, bro. That's your only way of getting free puss. Let's be 100% transparent. Let's be clear about things, okay? This is William's access to get puss. Okay? So he probably was maybe insecure back in the look. I'm talking about like Lil Scrappy from Love and Hip Hop. Goodness gracious. He was probably insecure, and men, I feel like I'm not no expert on men. I'm still trying to figure out men myself. Okay. But they love the validation. They love to be praised. And, clearly he's a masseuse. And I don't feel like he's even a good masseuse, from what I've seen in this episode. But, the girls love it. And, he probably just doing whatever he can to massage whatever bits and pieces he can, get the girls' juices flowing and whatnot. So, they feeling him too. He probably know the right things to say. So they're like, oh, yeah, take me, daddy. In regards to Honey, she was calling him daddy and whatnot. So they give it up to him. And he probably give him a discount, even though they're going to tip him. But, for giving them a happy ending. So if someone is looking for that validation and getting that validation from their job because they get to see multiple females and probably explore their fantasies of getting all the females that they want, so to speak, you think they're going to stop that shit? Because, they got caught? And the fact that you took him back so quick, so easily, Nia, he's really like, oh, I just got to be harder at my craft to not get caught again. He's not going to stop. And that's why we got the 3-month update the way we did, because 3 months later, Nia and William aren't together. Oh, shocker. Wow, shock of the century. Wow, really? What happened? Come to find out, he went back to cheating. Wow. And I'm just like, Nia, Here's the Delulu again, back to cheating Nia, or he never stopped. Because to me, I'm thinking homeboy never stopped. But okay, you say he went back. You know him better than me. You know your relationship better than me. But to me, it just seems like he never stopped. He may just got better at hiding it, or might, made sure he came back home every night to you. But he was still doing his stuff. He might have changed it from the nighttime into the daytime. Who knows? I don't know. You know. No, maybe not. Oh, no. William knows. Anyway, so whatever. They're not together, so that's good. I hope Nia came to her senses, but she probably didn't, because it's just like she probably done looked like a fool again and caught him, and that's why she was like probably stood 10 toes down again. But had she not found out that he was cheating again, she was going to stay with him. Which to me is just like, even if you didn't find out he was cheating, you still a fool for going back, girl. Because like he don't respect you. I'm just saying. He played in your face. All he had to do was apologize. He didn't even have to do no work. All he had to do was apologize and say you was the only one or the main one he wanted, and you went back with him. So I don't know. Okay. Anyway, but she found another, someone else, and I'm just like, you really want to be married, huh? To the point you just willing to just jump right back into another relationship. But that's your business. I would have took some time. I mean, I know it's only been 2.5, 3 years, but it's like that was your fiance. So like, I mean, but she moved on, and they just dating, I think. But girl, I just hope you're not just trying to get with any and everybody for the sake of just being married, because it's just like, what's the point when your marriage probably not going to end on a good note if you just getting with someone just for the sake of being married? A lot of people do it, I know. But I'm just saying, from someone who's been there, who is there. I mean, I don't want to say it like that, because I don't want to say it like that. I don't want him to feel like, I married you out of desperado. But from someone who grew up with the idea of like, oh God, I gotta be married and stuff. But it's just like, take your time, slow down. That's why I appreciate the people who in my life too, who'd be like, girl, marriage gonna be there. And if he really love you, he gonna marry you. But, enjoy yourself in the moment. Enjoy the dating. Don't be so quick to be like, okay, we need to no, enjoy being boyfriend and girl, or enjoy being in the talking stage, and then getting to boyfriend and girlfriend, and then getting to the fiance part. Like, take your time, because at the end of the day, sometimes when you do things too quick, you end up later on in life realizing, dang, what the hell did I do? Why I jump in this relationship so quick? And it's like, oh yeah, I'm married, but am I happy in this marriage? Like, that's things you gotta think about, what I'm saying? But I ain't no expert, I ain't trying to get too deep, I'm here to make jokes. But that's just something, Nia is just like, just pump the brakes a little bit, okay? Just enjoy life, girl. Like, I understand you 30 and whatnot, and we all have that pressure and stuff, but nowadays, this ain't back in the day stuff. We in the new age. You get married when you want to get married, or when you're ready to get married, rather, But that's all I'm gonna say, because like I said, I ain't trying to get all deep and stuff like that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to make jokes, to make you laugh, while also looking at this show like I don't know what the hell's going on. But that was the end of the episode. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you laughed at least once, please subscribe. If you didn't laugh, then I'm rustier than I thought. But that's okay. Come back next week. I'm always gonna come up with some jokes. Some may hit, some may not. But come back next week. Hopefully they hit. You laugh, you smirk. Then you can subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And then you comment down below what you thought about this episode. Be easy, breezy, lemon squeezy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.